Good morning. It's Sunday morning here in New Zealand. So I thought it had been ages and ages since I've done a video for you. So I thought I'd show you what I've started the other day. Now you can't see the whole thing, but this is going to be a cardigan, a long cardigan. So this is the start of the back. So I'm using the Caron latte cake, and it's called Velvet Teal, and it's absolutely lovely. And here's the rest of the cake. I hope you can see the colours, they're just greens and blues. But anyway, I wanted to show you, and I've got completely straight sides. I've shown you in another video how I keep my sides straight. And I've decided I'm starting most of my things with the chainless foundation. Not only is it easy and quick, if you're doing a top, this is a cardigan so I won't need to stretch it, but if I'm going to do a top, which I'd like to do soon, it's a little bit stretchy, especially because my tension isn't very good. I've been crocheting for 2.5 months now, started at the beginning of July. So this is the chainless foundation at the bottom, and I will link a tutorial to that I did a while ago. And the rest of it I'm just doing very plain. I'm doing 2 rows together of the treble for UK, and it's double crochet for US. And it's going very quickly because I've only actually had to do half of this, and I've done all of this, but I haven't had to do that many rows because it's all just doubled. So the colours are just really gentle changes. I just really like it, and I thought colour change things don't need much of a pattern. But I've got another latte cake, and I actually accidentally ordered some more online, but 2 of them are the same as I already have. So I'm going to actually do a cardigan again, and I'm going to do a pattern. So it'll be interesting to see how many cakes I use for just this plain treble and how many cakes I use when I do a pattern. So I'll get onto that and I'll be able to show you what I'm doing, hopefully in a day or 2, because I'm so busy mowing lawns and doing other things that I haven't had much time to sit and crochet, and with all the puppies and looking after the mums. But I'm really loving it. It's silky soft, really silky soft, and it's not hard to work with. You can see the chains quite clearly up here, so it's not hard to work with either. It's fluffy, but it's going to be nice just to wear in spring and autumn, just over a t-shirt when it's a hot day and then it cools down, and just something I can throw on. So I'm going to show you this 2 rows at the same time again, which I've got a tutorial for that, but it's in a very thick baby blanket, so I just wanted to show you again. So every row I chain 4. Now this helps me not to have the how do I say it, the sticky out bit on the sides. You know how when you're chaining and sometimes you have a piece and it sort of sticks out the side? Well, some people are chaining 5, I'm doing 4. It's totally up to what you want to do, but I played around and found that I don't have anything sticking out the side, so I've got really straight sides. So I yarn over, and then I count back to the 3rd chain. 1, 2, 3. And then I go into that 3rd chain and I just pick up the 1 loop. So I've got 3 loops on my hook. I yarn over again, and then I go right into the very first chain here at the bottom of this set of chains that I did. I don't move over and go into the next one, it would leave a hole. So I go right into that very first one and I pick up the 2 loops. Then I yarn over and I come back out through those 2 loops, yarn over again, and 1, 2, I always do it like that, it's just easier sometimes, yarn over and take off 2, yarn over, take off 2, yarn over, take off 2. So it's just taking off 2 each time. I don't know why, sometimes I just do 1 and then 1 because it's just easier to see. Now this is the part that can get a bit tricky. I suppose if you're chaining 5 you can go dead in the middle, but because I'm doing 4 I want to pick up a stitch here, and so I tried to show it on the baby blanket because it was easier to see. but there's these little stitches that coming on an angle down here. Probably very hard for you to see. Try and get closer without going blurry. If I go blurry, I do apologise. So I don't go right at the top here, and I don't go right at the bottom. There's one just here. It's close to the bottom, but because I only chain 4 up the side, but it comes out looking really nice. So what I do after I've yarned over is I find that one that's just going on an angle here, and I pick it up just to the side of it. If you're clever and you're experienced, you'll just be able to go straight in, but I just use my thumb and my finger to pick up that one just to the side, and I slip in that one. So I have 3 on the hook. Then I yarn over and I go into the next chain. I make sure I pick up 2, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through 2, yarn over, pull it through 2, yarn over, pull it through 2, yarn over, pull it through 2. So it's just taking off 2 at every time. So when you're picking it up down here, that's what links the 2 rows together, because I'm doing 2 trebles at the same time, or if it's US 2 doubles at the same time. So where you pick it up, that just links it all together. So I'm going to do that a couple more times. Yarn over, and I go to the same part, and it's easier to see the further you get along, because you can see it's on the side, and there's a little stitch that's just right here. And I just pull it out so I can go in. It just makes it a bit easier. Yarn over, you go into the next stitch. I make sure I've got both of them. Yarn over, pull it through 2, 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 yarn over, pull it through 2. So I'll do that once more, yarn over, and now you can see down here, it's happening up here too, but it's sort of in the middle, these stitches going on the angle. I hope you can see this. So I pick up that one just to the side, oopsie, and I just slip my hook into there, yarn over, I go into the next stitch, I make sure I pick up the 2 loops, yarn over, take off 2, 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 and that's all it is. And I just think it's just really simple. I just love it. It's quick. I would use it for a top, a blanket, a scarf, and of course I want to learn some fancy stitches, but as a beginner I'm just really happy to be able to get things finished. So I thought I'd do it as a cardigan. So that's just all you do, and when you get to the other side, just make sure, some people when they're going along and they go up on an angle and they don't get right to the end, make sure you're always getting your very last stitch on the end, and then you'll have lovely straight sides. And so it's a little bit stretchy, and a chainless foundation is also a little bit stretchy, which is great for tops if you have to pull them over your head. And so I'm going to be doing another cardigan just like this, but as I said, in a different colour, because I have a lot more of it, and I'm going to do a different stitch. So I will show you that another time. So give me a thumbs up, subscribe so you can know when I'm doing something else. I'll try not to leave it so long next time. And I'll try and put up another puppy video for those who are interested in the puppies. So let me know what you've been making and what you've been doing, and I'll catch up with you later. I hope you're having a really good week. Bye.